Hi everyone, and welcome to Talk English Lab. Tom, today I feel calm and ready to talk, and I want to start by introducing myself in simple words. So I might say, my name is Emma, and I am happy to be here talking with you.
That sounds nice, Emma. And when I introduce myself, I usually start with my name too. So I say, my name is Tom, and I feel relaxed talking with you today.
When I say my name, I like to speak slowly, Emma, and then I add a little about where I am from, like I am from a small town, and it feels friendly to share that.
I do the same thing. I say I'm from a city, not very big, not very small, and it helps people imagine me when they listen.
Yes, and after that, I often talk about what I do. So I say, I work as a host, and I enjoy talking with people and sharing daily life stories.
I like that. And when I introduce myself, I say, I'm a guest today, and I also work with people, and I enjoy learning new things through conversation.
Sometimes I add how I feel, like I feel comfortable speaking English slowly, and I want others to feel comfortable too when they listen.
That feeling is important, and I might say I feel a little shy at first, but I become more confident when the conversation continues.
When I hear that, it feels honest, and honesty makes an introduction warm. So I might also say, I like simple talks and quiet moments.
I agree, and I usually say I like calm talks, coffee, and everyday topics because that shows my personality in a soft way.
After sharing likes, I sometimes talk about my daily routine, like I wake up early, I prepare tea, and I enjoy a peaceful morning.
I can relate to that, and I might say I wake up a bit later. I drink coffee and I check my messages before starting the day.
When introducing myself, I notice my voice. I keep it gentle and I pause a little so listeners can follow my words easily.
Pauses help a lot, and I also slow down because clear speech makes introductions easy to understand.
Sometimes I smile while speaking, even if people cannot see me, because it changes the sound of my voice in a friendly way.
That is true, and when I smile, I feel more open, and my introduction sounds more natural.
I also like to ask a simple question at the end, like asking how the other person feels today, because it keeps the talk moving.
I enjoy that, and when someone asks me, I feel invited, and I want to share more about myself.
Introducing myself was hard before, but with practice, I learned to keep it simple and honest.
Practice helped me too, and now I do not worry about perfect words. I just speak from my experience.
When I introduce myself to new people, I remind myself that mistakes are okay and communication is more important.
That reminder helps, and I often say a sentence again if I feel it was not clear.
Yes, and when I repeat my name or my job, it feels natural, not strange. Sometimes I add what I enjoy learning, like learning languages or meeting new people, and it gives more color to my introduction. I like to add that I enjoy listening because it shows I care about conversations, not only talking. Listening is part of introducing yourself too, because it shows respect and interest. When I feel listened to, I relax more, and I continue sharing small details about my life. Small details are powerful, like saying I enjoy walking in the evening or reading simple books. I might say I enjoy music and quiet nights, and that makes my introduction feel personal. I notice that when I speak slowly, my confidence grows and my introduction flows better. The flow becomes smooth, and I stop thinking too much about grammar. Grammar is useful, but feeling comfortable is more important in the beginning. Comfort helps the words come naturally, and the introduction sounds real. When I meet someone online, I still introduce myself the same way, calm and friendly. Online or in person, the feeling is similar, and a warm tone makes a difference. I like how introductions open the door to longer conversations and shared stories. That open door feeling makes me curious to ask questions and learn more. Curiosity keeps the talk alive, and it starts with a simple introduction. Simple words, clear voice, and honest feelings make a strong start. Sometimes I change my introduction a little, depending on who I am talking to. I do that too. I adjust my words, but I keep my true self. Keeping your true self makes the introduction feel natural and easy. And when it feels easy, I want to continue talking and sharing more about my life, like my work days, my weekends, and how I spend time with friends. And sometimes I start describing a typical afternoon when I finish work and walk home while thinking about what to cook for dinner and how the day slowly changes into evening. And I notice the sounds around me and the way I feel inside as I keep talking and listening at the same time. And I begin to say that these small moments help me understand myself better and help others understand me too. And as I continue speaking, I find myself explaining how introductions are not only words, but also feelings and small pauses, and how those pauses give space for the other person to join in and share their own story. And while I am still talking about this, I start to mention how sometimes I feel more confident and sometimes less confident, but I keep speaking anyway because the conversation is still moving, and I am still in the middle of sharing this thought about how introducing myself connects to everything else I say next, and then I begin another sentence about how every new conversation feels a little different, and I keep adjusting my words as I go, and I am still talking when the idea continues to grow, and I say that this process helps me feel more open and present as the conversation keeps flowing, and I am still speaking without stopping because the thought is not finished, and I am still right here in the middle of it, talking and thinking and sharing at the same time, and my voice keeps going as the idea stretches forward, and I am not reaching any ending at all. As you talk about that, Tom, I feel it too, and when I introduce myself, I notice how my thoughts move while I speak, and I let them move slowly so the listener can stay with me. Staying together in the conversation feels good, and I like when an introduction is not rushed because it gives time to breathe and think. Breathing is important, and sometimes I take a soft breath and then say my name again just to feel grounded.
I do that as well, and when I repeat my name, it feels like I am fully present in the moment.
Being present helps me share more honestly, like saying how my day is going or how I feel right now.
When I share how I feel, even if it is simple, like calm or tired, it feels real and human.
Simple feelings connect people quickly, and they make introductions warmer.
Warm introductions invite trust, and trust helps the conversation grow naturally.
I like to imagine the listener sitting close, listening quietly, and that helps my voice stay soft.
That image helps me too, and it makes my words slower and clearer.
When I speak clearly, I feel proud of myself, even if the sentences are very basic.
Basic sentences can be strong, and they often say more than long ones.
Sometimes I smile and say I am still learning, and that takes pressure away.
Saying you are learning makes space for mistakes, and that space feels safe.
Safety is important in introductions because it is the first step.
The first step sets the mood, and a calm mood helps everything after.
I remember times when I felt nervous and my voice was tight, but now I relax more.
Relaxing comes with time and with many small introductions along the way.
Each introduction teaches me something new about myself.
I learn about myself too, like how my tone changes with my mood.
Mood shows in the voice, even without words saying it.
That is why I try to check how I feel before I start speaking.
Checking in with yourself is gentle and kind.
Kindness to yourself makes the introduction softer.
Softness invites listening and sharing.
Sharing leads to connection, and connection keeps the talk alive.
Alive conversations feel warm and open.
Open talks allow stories to grow naturally.
Stories often begin with a simple hello and a name.
A name carries identity and presence.
When I say my name slowly, I feel seen.
Feeling seen gives confidence to continue.
Confidence does not mean loud, it can be quiet.
Quiet confidence feels steady and calm.
Calm introductions feel welcoming.
Welcoming words make me want to listen more.
Listening and speaking balance each other.
Balance keeps the flow smooth.
Smooth flow helps learners feel relaxed.
Relaxed learners absorb more.
Absorbing language happens naturally.
Naturally, the words begin to come without force.
Without force, introductions feel like a conversation already started.
And when it already feels started, I just keep talking about small things, like how the morning light looks or how the sound of my voice feels in my ears. And I continue describing these details because they help me stay connected to myself and to you. And while I am still speaking, I notice that the introduction slowly blends into a real conversation. And I keep going, adding another thought about how every time I introduce myself, it is slightly different, and that difference makes it interesting. And as I talk, I realize I am still exploring this idea, and I have not finished saying what I feel yet. And my sentence keeps moving forward as I stay right here in the middle of sharing it, letting the words come one by one without trying to stop or finish anything at all.
Hearing you say that, Tom, I feel the same. And when I introduce myself, I notice how one small sentence opens another, and I let that happen slowly.
Letting it happen feels easy, and I do not push myself. I just follow the thought that comes next.
Following the thought keeps the voice natural, and it helps me stay calm.
Calm makes the words softer, and softer words feel friendly.
Friendly words invite the other person to relax too.
When the other person relaxes, I feel more comfortable sharing small details.
Small details like how I spend my evening or what makes me smile.
I might share how I enjoy quiet music or a short walk after dinner.
Those simple things show who we are without trying hard.
Trying hard can make the voice tight, so I avoid that.
I avoid it too, and I remind myself that simple is enough.
Enough means clear and honest.
Honest introductions feel warm.
Warmth travels through the voice.
Even through a screen, people can feel it.
Feeling it makes the talk real.
Real talk builds trust step by step.
Step by step feels safe.
Safety helps learning grow.
Growth comes with time and repetition.
Repetition is gentle practice.
Gentle practice builds confidence slowly.
Slowly is okay. There's no rush.
No rush allows space for pauses.
Pauses give meaning to words.
Meaning makes introductions memorable.
When something is memorable, people listen more.
Listening keeps the flow alive.
A live flow feels like we are sharing a moment.
Sharing a moment feels personal.
Personal does not need to be deep. It can be simple.
Simple moments stay with me longer.
They stay because they feel real.
Real feelings guide my words as I keep talking, and while I am still in this introduction, I notice how it turns into a story about who I am right now, not who I was before. And I continue explaining how this moment matters and how my voice carries that feeling forward. And as I speak, I keep adding small thoughts about everyday life, about mornings and evenings and quiet thoughts in between. And I am still in the middle of sharing this idea, letting it unfold naturally without stopping as the conversation keeps moving and my sentence continues to grow without reaching any final point at all.